Hello, everyone. It's Friedrich back. Looks like we lost the dot base. Um, bringing to you once again War in the Pacific Admiral edition. This is March 4 resolution. I'm hoping it's uneventful. I mean, we got some submarine action here in the southeast. South Pacific. Sorry. I was thinking of Bougainville there to the southeast, and I said southeast. So I don't know how close these ships, but it's hilarious how can't even hit with torpedoes. Get on the surface, get some good deck gun action, and completely whiff with torpedoes. It's just humorous. All right. I'm hoping it's relatively uneventful because I do have some plans that I want to put in motion, but the main thing is I kind of want to do a shorter video today and wrap it up, and then work on the turn real fast and send it back so I can wrap up my evening. But so I don't want too much to happen. I want to be able to put my plans in motion, provided everything is still in place for it, and then call it a night. So nothing happening here south of Port Moresby. That hurts. I mean, it's expected, but man, that hurts. It's a gut punch. All right, I don't know what they saw, but we've got some anti-submarine air action here around Pearl. Trying to chase away the subs, but they won't go away. All right, good guy in raid. Seems to be they're probably wanting to wrap this campaign up in Mindanao. And, you know, partly I'm thinking free experience, and partly I'm thinking keep these guys disrupted. I don't even know if it's working or to what effect it is. So. All right, zeros, and I ordered a sweep, but I guess it didn't get in. Apparently our escort isn't doing anything. They might be too high, too low, what or in between. I thought they were 15,000 feet, and this was the bombers are 17,000. But sorry, I meant 10,000. But I guess not enough to get in there. So we're taking some damages to our liberators, but these zeros are being driven back. So I'm gonna push forward. I don't have all night. Okay, nothing doing here. The zeros may have thrown us off our game. All right. So keeping the ground forces pinned. I decided to start bombing here at Milne Bay. I don't know if it's going to do anything or if it's a waste, but we'll do it. And this time our Warhawks engaged, but as escorts. I honestly thought I did a sweep, but it could be I didn't, or it could be the sweep is delayed. And again, I'm just going to push through here. Okay. So some more hits on the base, but yeah. The recon only told me 7 fighters, which obviously, here's our sweep finally. That's fine. Maybe we can shoot some of these remaining zeros down. Whittle them away with our bombers so our fighters can finish them off, right? Why not? The fighters get all the glory because the bombers already did half their job for them. So, I mean, if they keep bringing in zeros to get shot down, that's okay by me. Although, you know, these zeros could equally shoot down our P-40s, and our P-40s are over Japanese base, so it's not going to be pleasant if we get shot down. Okay. All right, they keep pumping in zeros. I'm going to push forward because, like I say, I want to have a shorter evening of this. So, according to this, and I know the numbers are skewed 1 to 4, I'm hoping it's more zeros shut down than that. I'm not hoping it's more P-40s than that. So, let's see. We came in at 14,000 feet, you know, roughly, and they intercepted, let's see, the patrol altitude was 20,000 and then they scrambled to 10. I'm not 100% sure if this means the guys still in the air were at 20, but then the guys that kept pumping into the battle were coming in at 10. In any case, battle over. All right, some more air bombardment of Balikpapan. This time port hits. All right, these guys came in to get in on the action here over New Caledonia. Now I have a bunch of Dauntlesses hitting here, so I hope his fighters are grounded by now. Some more damage to his ground troops. Okay, we have one more zero holding the fort here. Okay. Trying to see if we can get this damage back up, and I mean, slowly but surely. I don't know. I thought I had. Man, these zeros. They're not messing around, are they? Let's push through. Supply hits. I like seeing that. Taking some more pictures over at Kumok. All right, so the air losses are going to be higher than I like, but it'll at least not be a situation where they tore through a whole squadron of bombers or something like that, like a couple days ago. All right, this should honestly collapse, but we've seen stranger things, haven't we? All right, so we're still holding here at Cagayan. We're beating up his units, none destroyed, so that's very short term, but Nonetheless, we held for another turn. All right, these guys, I'm not even going to predict anymore. Let's go. So, yep. Now, part of this is they're mopping up this huge core that was all disabled. And, anyways, so I don't know if he stopped bombarding because of lack of supplies or if he stopped bombarding because of disruption or what his situation is. But I have plenty of supplies, so we're going to keep at it. Destroyed a gun for all that bombardment, and that's it. All right, here's our expansions. We'll take them. Only 3 bases, but that's okay. And one of them is in the USA, so I mean, not extremely critical. All right. So we'll take a look at the map here for a very short discussion after this. This turn took about 3 minutes, roughly longer than the prior, although part of it might be me watching some of the battles. All right, some decent reinforcements. Okay, be right back. All right, it looks like he has a submarine here, either heading back to base, quote unquote, back to base here at Midway, or looking to see if they can intercept our carriers. But we just slink right by, heading to base to refuel and rearm. Then we'll turn around up with our bombardment group, which is it already here? Wow, that was amazingly fast. So it used up a bunch of ops to rearm and refuel, but we're gonna go again. So he may or may, I'm sure he's expecting it, and I'm just gonna drive right over those subs. If they want a piece of this action, they can try for it. Let's see. I'm just trying to think. Escorts will bombard, and we'll just go right back to the way we came. It looks like I'm not 100% sure how quickly it'll happen, but it reminds me that we will need to start moving this in, and we may have to expedite the entry into Pearl, get these refueled, I'll look at that because if they're going to move 2, 3, 4, 5, let's just look. This is 10, so it's just out of range. I might do full speed, get it in here, because I really need these guys. Well, I think need is maybe the wrong word, but I'd like to have them up here targeting Midway while these ships are starting to draw in close, especially with these subs lurking. We do have some destroyers and even minesweepers to cover as screens, so it's going to get interesting. So yeah, I'll look at how fast these carriers can get in. This will be useless to refuel there, and plus then they can't rearm. It's not a bad idea to drop a bunch of fuel here though, because it's just quicker, a quicker stop. So yeah, that's that. So that's going to be interesting very shortly. I didn't realize that the battleships would be arming and refueling that quickly. So here's what he has. He may have pulled off his fighters, which I don't understand unless he has a carrier somewhere over here. And speaking of which, I'm going to go ahead and bring these carriers out of here, because if he evacuated, oh, let's see, zeros fly. I will look at that in a second, by the way. Zeros, let's say it's these ones. Why do I have a hard time looking at this? Max range 36 hexes, okay? So he could, from here, I just don't know. I just don't understand how he got all of those fighters off when there's bound to be some damaged and parked here, right? I don't know. Anyway, 36, he's, well, he won't land them here. He potentially could land them here. That's 25, and then here is 31. So easily he could pump fighters into this base. So I am going to have to knock this out, and I think I know exactly what to do. We have a bombardment force coming, so they will take well, let's just, we got this selected. Look at this, 21. Okay, I'm going to give it one more turn to work its way up here. If it's up in here and it's 14 hexes away, I might just do full speed, because I'd like to get this amphibious task. Well, and also it depends on how quickly this amphibious task force has filled up, because my plan is, and I might grab some of these APs, grab as many of my transports and escorts as I can, and I plan to go out a little bit. In fact, I may go around like this and then in. I do not know what subs he has here. I know that when I tried to come down here with another ship a few days ago, it got hit by a torpedo on the way down here. So that's going to be unsafe, I think. Although I can get 4 destroyers, a couple more things. He really doesn't want to risk coming into Noumea to sink any of this stuff, because I do have a number of mines here. So that'll be risky for him. I have ASW patrol. These ships are heading to Sydney. Got that going. So I think we're ready to do this, and I will double check. This Marine regiment is not huge. It's not full. We have it on replacements, but it just hasn't been drawing anything. It could be we just don't have any. We're probably spread thin in that department. But we have this Marine regiment, okay? And then I can bring over, and what I might do is this turn bring over these C-47 Skytrains, park them here, let them rest, then pick up these, the parachute battalion, and the same turn that the troops drop, no, I have to drop them here, put them in attack mode, then paradrop. So I don't want to do it too early and then get carved up. Is he pulling this back toward here or reinforcing toward here? I don't think he's pulling from here to here, because this has 4 units and it had 3 before. Now, is this guy going in here or out there? So I may shift my scout to look at that guy. Let's do that while I'm thinking of it. Here's my recon. So let's take some pictures of this guy here. Make sure we know which direction he's headed, or he might be just guarding this road, because I was thinking if I attacked here and landed troops here, then I could cut him off without having to take Kumak, but I really want to take that. It is jungle, so it's ×2, and that's jungle rough. So that's actually, and this is jungle rough. That's why these two hexes, and actually all the way down, except for Kumok, everything is ×3. That's why neither one of us are getting anywhere here in this hex. Very interesting. So the goal is to take this and then cut him out of supply so I can just mop it up after that. Speaking of, well, I don't know, speaking of, but we are dropping off some more troops, including tanks, and I don't know how much has dropped off. None have dropped off yet this turn. So I don't think it can dock anyways. It's too big, although we can pull these destroyers and help. But right now, I think this guy, no, he's not even docked. Maybe the tanker. I guess nobody's docked. Let's hold off on docking this for now. Because I might look into docking this transport and unload these quicker. But first, I need to, well, oh, I thought 3,000, 4,200, so about 5,400. So technically, I think it's still not enough. And I mean, I could split some of these off, but we'll just probably let the tanker unload then, and let this transport just unload off of a nearby pier or something, or on the beaches. Anyway, so maybe our carriers are okay here because it looks like he just pulled these fighters. But again, now I don't see anything. But again, KB is probably up in here somewhere. So I don't know. We'll visit this. I'm starting to go a little longer than I wanted to. Anyway, not much going on the east coast of Australia. We did drop supplies here. How did it go? Okay, so we're back up. We're marching, making progress. I don't know how fast. I wasn't paying attention. I'm gonna guess roughly 4 miles per day. Oh, man, that's so slow. So that's let's see, 18. So we got about 5 more days to get out of this hex. What I'd like to do is get this guy off the base, which seems to be taking forever, and then shift our pickup to down here. So as soon as that can, the sooner that can happen, the better. I wish our B-17s could pick them up, but they'd have the same problem as our dragons. They wouldn't be able to land in a non-base hex and pick them up. All right, so again, scanning the Dutch East Indies. Nothing's going on that we can do anything about or that's worth talking about. We did hold at Cagayan. That's kind of zero fortifications. It's just it's really any moment now. And let's see, still status quo in Burma and China. The only thing that's happening is we're bombing here, and I do see the little pointer that says he's heading this way, and this failure in the mountain here. So this is absurd. This is expected. We need to get in here ASAP, but I think we're close. Yeah, I'm tempted to even flip this to combat and just pop in already in combat mode. Certainly better not hit accidentally cancel move. That would I'll work through these off the video. So yeah, I mean these guys are getting supply experience. Oh. Yeah, these guys, but they're also wearing, attrition is wearing them out. We can't get any new ones, at least for some time. However, these units might be among the first that I flip out. switch out, like upgrade. Let's see, what do we upgrade to? Nothing. Let's pick a random one here. Nothing. So, but I just wanted to check. These pilots are getting so, I mean, they're so poor transport skill. They're maybe they've kept this guy alive longer than they would have been if I hadn't been doing it. Um, but these guys have been ground bombing, and look, got some over the set in the 70s. So I'll take it, and so that's nice. It's more over 70. So okay, I don't want to. Oh, right. I don't want to be too hasty, but I do want to wrap up. So we got 10 total losses, 5 air to air, 5 ops. He took 12 air to air losses, that's 7 more, and 4 ops. So I just want to look at this first. 2 killed and 1 wounded. I mean, sorry, missing. So 3 total, most likely lost over Kumak, and 3 wounded in action. Hopefully, all will come back. But let's take a look at what was lost. The best guess is zeros. That's, highly likely. A lot of action over Kumak with with that turn. 3 Warhawks. Again, there's probably our missing 3 pilots. 3. Actually, look, we lost 2 Liberators to air. Now, I don't know if that means they were shot up so badly that on the way back they ditched, because we saw all 3 bombers hit that field. So yeah, I don't know how this works, but certainly between these 5, we lost 3 pilots. So 2 Nels to ops, 2 Dauntlesses to ops, 2 of these SB3s. Again, most likely my thought is the supply runs, and then these Dutch B10s, 1 lost due to ops. Over the campaign, 627 to 633. So I still have more losses than he does, but we're hanging in there, even, almost 1-to-1. Take a quick look at that. Nothing's immediate or imminent. All right. And now, he's obviously got more score now with all these victories, capture of a ton of troops in Singapore, between Singapore and Bataan. Okay, let's take a look at this. Ship sunk, last turn, nothing. Okay, we only got 2 hits in that cargo ship, deck gun hits, and that's slinking away. I'm sure going to be safe and sound at port sometime in the near future. And we didn't lose anything, fortunately. So I think that's pretty much it. And like I said, we're probably going to see if we can wrap this up sooner than later. Just a quick Ominato, Hong Kong, Double Daub, Hiroshima. Yeah. So a lot of places where we can't really do anything about it. But yeah, it'd be nice to know more, like, specifics about what's here in Kumak, like what's sitting here. 4 units, which who knows what that means. I mean, is it just for like engineer units? Is it for battalions of infantry? It just it's going to make a difference. But again, okay, if this is to be believed, 2,400 troops and 36 AFVs. If we look at what we can bring, we've got like 3,000 troops here and 45 AFVs, 90 guns. So I think the odds would be marginally in our favor, especially with this battleship coming and hitting hard. Now, again, it's just one battleship, but we got some light cruisers to support it. And for that matter, I just thought of an interesting way to use these heavy cruisers. These carriers can go back to base and send the heavy cruisers in to help bombard. That should make a difference. So that'll be kind of interesting to look into. But yeah, so I think we have a really interesting strategies that we can look into in the near future. But one of the things, I'm going to go ahead and start loading up the Marines, and at the same time, scout this and kind of see where's this headed, how many guys are here, and how fast is this battleship, is this unit moving? We got some support cruisers. All the things I'm going to put I'm going to piece together and determine what the picture will look like when we look at March 6th turn. When we're looking at March 6th turn, I will make the final. I'll push the button one way or another and say we're going in, or we're going to have to pause. What I'm hoping is this can load. I just thought of something. This is going to have to dock, I think. So, because I have to load fast, right? So what I'm going to do is I'm going to remove these destroyers for now, just temporarily. I'm going to load. I'm going to add some more ships, whatever can fit in this harbor, in this port, docked, and just load as many. Load is one of the things I'm hoping is more ships will help with loading and unloading. And if I have to turn off like whatever supplies it loads, just cut it off after that and consider it full and ready to go, and then just head out next turn. These are things speed. I think speed is key because he's not going to expect it. Again, I'm going to recount this. I'm guessing it's reinforcements coming down. And speed is key. If I can get in here, he won't expect it. I'm actually hoping it comes in here, and because these guys are going to be okay. And then I can come in here and hit this. Again, bombard, bring in my landing force, and he shouldn't be suspecting it, and he may or may not see these battleships when they're getting close, which is another reason why I might just have him hammer the gas and get in there quick. These have been detected, of course, because they were used, but he doesn't have enough air assets to do anything about it here. And his base is too small with one air capacity. So I might loiter. I don't know, because it also might be bait for KB, and I don't really want to draw them down here when I'm about to do this operation. But would he really, like, if he's planning an operation, would he waste KB defensively already? I honestly, I don't know. We'll find out, of course. And but I'm just what do I want? What am I willing to risk by loitering? So what I could do, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. What I could do is drop out of sight, and because surely we have some sorties still available. Sorties, yeah, plenty. So I'm sure Enterprise is the same thing. So we'll just get out of sight range. I don't know if he does have auxiliary, so surely he's going to be looking around, snooping. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So if I come down here and away, and then when I'm ready to hit this, come back up, bomb it, and just keep keep his units pinned, suppressed. I might, after I recon this, I might start sending my B-26s to hit. In fact, I might just do that this turn. Have my B-26s and everything hit that again, and keep the B-17s on airfield attack there. So I think we've got a game plan, okay? A good one, probably not, but I mean, of course, I hope it is, but a game plan nonetheless. And I don't know if here's the thing: I haven't played. This is my first time playing a human opponent. I don't know if this was AI. I mean, AI does random things, sometimes seemingly random things. So if I went and did something like this, would they be lurking, or would it be just a walk-on? But with a human, similarly, what are they thinking? What are they processing? How does the Japanese player think right at this time in the war? I guess it depends on the Japanese player. And if he's thinking offensively still, he's not going to be sitting here trying to protect this. He's going to be thinking about trying to take that. And so my hope is that I can keep him occupied here in the middle and hit him here. So that's what I'm planning on, and that's what I'm going to be acting on. So until next time, guys, I went way over because I started rambling, and I appreciate your time and your interest in this, and I hope you all have a good rest of your day, and take care. We'll be revisiting this again with turn resolution for March 5. Take care, everyone. Bye.